Hey there, YouTubers! Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another unboxing. Now, when I originally came up with the idea for this specific video, I was thinking, oh, I have an addiction. Oh no. Which I do have an addiction, and I do have a problem. But I realized because of how well my last unboxing did, I figured, why would I try and do something that only my subscribers are really going to care about, and that's not really going to get traction outside of the channel? Most people are like, oh, this guy has another addiction. So what? I mean, you could title it My Strange Addiction, but it's kind of pointless. Then I thought, how do I attract new people? And I was like, yes. Dropping it like Linus. I thought an unboxing is the best way. I've already covered up my information, so now you've already seen the title. You already know what this is. Luciteria, which Luciteria Science, as near as I can tell, is probably one of the biggest element suppliers, collectibles science suppliers on Amazon, just based off the fact that, you know, their stuff seems to have the highest reviews. And a lot of their reviews, it's funny, because a lot of people are like, well, this is, a lot of people complain, like, especially when they buy the density cubes, like, this is only 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. This is tiny. This is not what I expected. And my answer to them is, you're an idiot. It's exactly what you should expect. It's 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. You should have read the damn title of what you're buying. So we open it up here, and we're greeted by a few extra things. So this set, okay, the set that I bought the $49 set. I did not buy the $120 set. But so actually here's the actual title here. The density cube set with display element, 5 different metal collection. There is a bigger one. There's a $120 one. This is the $49 one. Well, not 120. It's like 110, 109. I wish I had bought that one before I bought any of their element cubes, and then went from there and tried to collect. That would have been a much smarter idea. But instead I bought element cubes, which are sitting behind me, before doing this. So I debated which one's better, going the 109 or the 110, or this one. I think this one is better. So, and then also, I paired along with it Niobium, Molybdenum, Bismuth, Zirconium, and silicon. And then plus the elements that came with it, which I already have, because I bought them for other videos. So now, this is not how yours will look. I'm assuming if you buy the $49, the $100 and some odd dollar one. Let me pull up on Amazon, actually. Yes, so this is the $129 one. It comes with 15 elements from Luciteria, and it comes with literally everything. So, okay, I wouldn't have had to buy Niobium, I wouldn't have to buy Molybdenum, but it comes with more Cadmium, which I don't need another Cadmium cube in my life. But it would have came with silicon and tin, which I didn't already have, and chromium. I still didn't have chromium. As the one element at this moment in time I do not already own. But this came with tin, which is about the only redeeming quality it has. So it comes like this. We gotta remove some tape, obviously, to get to the baggie. Pardon me here, this is like my second unboxing. So, if you're going to start element collecting the way I'm doing it, I recommend you buy the $129 one first, because you basically get every element that I'm going to show you here today, except for Bismuth. So you're going to get the same elements no matter what. So, this one came with aluminum, carbon, titanium, iron, and tin. A tin cube, which I already have tin. But my tin, as you can see here, and if you've seen my element series, it's just a cylinder. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny cylinder. Which it won't focus on, of course. So I have every reason to want a different sample of tin. So here's all the elements. Then here's the extra ones I bought along with it. Silicon, which I own silicon already, but not in a cube form. And there's actually a second cube form silicon you can get from Luciteria. I'm assuming this is bismuth. Yeah, this is bismuth. I could tell by how dense it was. There's a second silicon you can get that's mirror finish. But it's significantly more. This is molybdenum, I'm assuming? Zirconium. Oh, right. I don't know. I don't actually know the densities of these. I've never held these, so I wouldn't know. Niobium. Oh, kind of dense. And molybdenum. Element 4, element 43, technetium. So, okay. So now while you're all here, the acrylic periodic table, which I'm going to probably make another video on something that will help me better display this. Some dust or something on it. There we go. Comes right off. Cool. Wow. That is spectacular. It doesn't. How am I supposed to show it? Hello? It's clear. What am I supposed to do here? Right? Well, we fill it out. So, I already have some element cubes we can start with, shall we? So, I just have to dump these all out in my hand. It's the best way to do this. First one here is carbon. Oh wow, those don't sit in there very deep. Or at least my carbon doesn't. We'll try the carbon that came with it. See if it fits in there better. Because this one does not. Copper. This next one. One of like a few elements that actually has a different color. Like magnesium. Not one of the few. That has like a different color to it. It's not just another metal looking one. That makes sense. Zinc. Goes right next to copper. I didn't silence my phone. Fantastic. Nickel, which will go right next to copper. Aluminium or aluminum or however you want to say it. So these are sitting here quite nicely. I forgot how sharp some of these element cubes are. Iron, which will go one space over from nickel. There's cobalt. We have cobalt. I'll show it later. Titanium. And lead. Which I really don't have too big of problems holding. So here it is. At the moment, as you can see, okay, we're going to fill it out even more though. Alright, so here's the... wait. Let's do more of my old one, shall we? So these are probably more of my obscure ones that I didn't buy in a kit. Those other ones, the ones I just installed, those came in a kit. This one did not, which is also I recommend you buying for. Gadolinium, technically the fourth magnetic one, but I only say, but not. It's technically not magnetic at room temperature. You have to get it up to a. You have to get it down to a certain temperature, which honestly this isn't that pure, so it's mostly magnetic all the time. I'm sure if it were July, it might not be. Cobalt, which can't see much, which now helps fill out that row even more. Tungsten, the cheapest, densest one you can probably get, in my opinion. Oh my god, it feels like it's magnetic to the acrylic because of just how heavy it is in your fingers. And then this one, that I just really doubt. This one, silver. I just have my doubts this is actually silver, but yeah. Get what you can get, right? Which is a mirror finish silver. I don't know why it has to be mirror finish. Ah, see? It doesn't fit. Yeah, actually, carbon kind of, you could squeeze in there. This is not fitting. It won't fit. My silver cube will not fit. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm checking to see if it'll fit anywhere else. But it seems Luciteria has done a pretty good job with the tolerances. But see, this one, most of the Luciteria ones have densities on the backs of them. So, like, my Cobalt one doesn't. My Gadolinium one doesn't. My carbon one does, which said the carbon one doesn't fit. Or maybe... Oh, no, I did get it all the way in there. Never mind. It's just not a perfect centimeter. And probably won't come out of there. So to get silver to fit, I'm going to have to figure out something else. But let's move on to elements that... Still more elements that didn't come with it. We'll do that. We'll do that order. So this one is... Oh, molybdenum. M-O. Which is probably, other than silver and cadmium, the heaviest one in that row you can... Oh wait, niobium. I'm being stupid. Right, never mind. Don't listen to me. Ah, silicon. One of probably my favorite elements. Just samples to get. Not my favorite elements. My favorite elements are definitely ones like osmium. It's something like osmium. But silver. Silicon. The crystal form is so much cooler. The cube really just doesn't give it much justice. Bismuth, which is also a great crystal form. I actually, of all the elements I have the most of, it's bismuth. I have more bismuth than anything else. Bismuth is cheap, it's super dense, can't get a lot. Eventually we'll have more lead than bismuth. Potentially. But that's later down the road. For Cody's lab, you have more mercury than basically any other element. Except for maybe carbon. He has a lot of charcoal. A lot. Okay, we're going to hope, don't scratch the cube. Thank you, computer, for deciding to turn off. That is a really pale blue in the camera viewfinder. It's not that pale, it's much deeper blue in person. Oh, can we get it? Can we get it off? There we go. Jesus. Why, of all the ones to wrap in plastic, they picked bismuth. Interesting thing about bismuth, it doesn't... I can tell this is bismuth already. Bismuth feels like plastic almost, because bismuth has a lower heat conductivity than most elements. And we're back. It was interrupted, but not that. That doesn't matter. Bismuth, Bi, right next to lead. Moving on. More niobium, an element I really don't know too much about. I probably knew more at some point in my life, but I don't know much about it now. And the last one that didn't come with this, well, actually, second to last one. There is one more, but I'm saving it for last because I only want to have to handle it once. Zirconium, which will go right next to niobium. So you can see is manganese and vanadium. Vanadium I think is cheaper than manganese. Manganese is super expensive. I'm not 100% sure why. And chromium is cheap, which is probably the next element I plan to buy. It's probably chromium. Now, got a bit of heft to it. Oh, there's one imperfection in it, right there. You won't be able to see it. It's just right in front of the Luciteria sign, symbol sign. There is just an imperfection in the acrylic. What are you gonna do? So aluminum, carbon, titanium, iron, and tin. All of which we've already installed, except for tin. Give me a minute here. Of course, the one you'll want is at the very bottom. My new sample of tin. Which is kind of blurry for you guys, I think. Whatever. Point is, SN goes right above lead. And ta-da! Basically filled out. I don't know how I'm going to do silver. That's really unfortunate. I'm probably gonna have to like router that out a bit or something. And I don't want to do that. But I might have to. Last element. Which should fill in that row better, but damn silver. It doesn't fit. This is a bit better view, I guess. So this is the silver. This is where the silver needs to go. It just can't. Not like the carbon, that barely fit. This just simply won't fit. I hope when you buy more expensive elements. Now, I'm going to handle cadmium with gloves. I already handled lead without gloves, so it's kind of counterintuitive, but this is just me being me. I don't like handling stuff without gloves. In this bag here, my sample of cadmium. Inside it's another little bag, and there it is. Cadmium. Seemingly harmless. Little cube, but very toxic. And it slides right in. There you have it. I'll post a picture later. That's about as filled out as I, at this moment, can get this filled out. Now here's the, now I've made a chart, which I will show you, a chart. A periodic table, which I will show you in a minute. Showing you which ones you can still, which ones I have, what elements I have, but won't fit on the table, which ones I don't have, but are still not too expensive, ones that are really expensive, ones that aren't too bad. They'll all be ranges. All are color-coded and ranged. But like, this entire column here, all noble gases. You just can't. There's no way. I mean, you can, potentially, but nearly impossible. These are all but impossible. I don't know why they'd even put acetine and polonium and radon on here. These three are really pointless. You might be able to get thulium. Might. Keyword, might. Iodine. But chlorine, fluorine, definitely fluorine is not going to fit. Even if you make some sort of resin, even if you can make a tiny little capsule of fluorine, and then encase it in resin, and then put it in here, it's not going to work. Oxygen, same thing. If you can do all that, great. Then it'll fit. Carbon, boron, you can get, but it's stupidly expensive. I don't know why boron's super common, yet it's so expensive. Gallium will melt. You could easily put it in here, no problem, but it will melt. Indium, it's just really soft. I don't know why you'd ever make a cube of it. I guess thallium is, not thallium. Well, thallium is pretty soft as well, but it won't melt at least. Arsenic, and selenium. I don't know why selenium's in it. I don't know why it's giving a selenium cube. That's weird. Sulfur, phosphorus is just illegal to own because of meth. So sulfur, it's just not something you can really make a cube out of. Migrate this side of the table. You can actually get cubes of all, except for that one, but all of the alkaline earth you can get cubes of. Which I thought was kind of silly, but whatever. You can, if you want. All in all, the cubes were the problem, not the table. Because it doesn't fit anywhere. Which is something I was scared of, is that some of these cubes just won't fit. And there is an example of one that just won't. And the carbon barely fits well. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I have a router. I don't really want to take a router to this, but I might. But I do want to make another video of this. If this one does well enough, I will make another video where I'll make a stand for it. Otherwise, I'm just going to make the stand myself. I'll probably film it anyways. But I'm going to make a stand that'll hold it, and it'll hold the elements in place so that you can hold it vertically. Obviously, because you don't want to just lean back like this, kind of like lame. But, well, maybe that is more optimum. But I'd like to put something over it and hold the elements in there better. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New videos every other Friday, noon, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night. Subs for trees. Subs for trees. Subs for trees. Subs for trees. Oh, you're still here? I thought I told you to go home. Oh, you want more? I'm flattered. Check out the playlist. If you want exclusive content, check out my Instagram, Dr_sheep_YouTube. That's all lowercase. If you want to help the earth, subscribe. When I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to plant 10 trees. If you feel that's too small, then check out my channel chart where I lay out even bigger goals. Finally, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet watch time. Bye.